Today, we're stepping into a world where science, wellness, and technology meet, where oxygen itself becomes a catalyst for healing, performance, and longevity. That world is hyperbaric oxygen therapy, or HBOT. And right at the center of making HBOT accessible, understandable, and trustworthy is Barrick Boost. Barrick Boost was founded with a clear mission: to bring clarity, credibility, and connection to the HBOT landscape. It's an independent guide, an advocate for people curious about hyperbaric therapy, whether they're seeking it for clinical treatment, recovery, wellness, or longevity. In a space that's full of hype, scattered information, and mixed quality, Barrick Boost exists to shine a light on what's real, what works, and where to find it. Now, if you've never experienced HBOT, the concept sounds almost futuristic. You step into a specialized chamber, the air pressure increases beyond normal atmospheric levels, and you breathe pure oxygen. That combination pushes oxygen deep into your body, into tissues, organs, and even areas with limited blood flow. Instead of relying solely on red blood cells to transport oxygen, HBOT allows oxygen to dissolve directly into plasma, saturating the body at a cellular level. The result? Enhanced healing, reduced inflammation, accelerated recovery, and in many cases, a profound boost in how people feel and function. Clinically, HBOT is already a proven treatment for certain conditions: carbon monoxide poisoning, decompression sickness, radiation injury, stubborn wounds like diabetic ulcers, and more. But it's not limited to the hospital setting anymore. Increasingly, people are turning to HBOT for non-emergency reasons. Athletes looking to recover faster, high performers seeking sharper focus, individuals aiming to slow the effects of aging, and those managing chronic health challenges. The therapy's potential spans from post-surgery healing to brain health to overall vitality. And here's where Barrick Boost becomes so valuable. With HBOT's growing popularity comes an explosion of providers, each with different equipment, safety protocols, and levels of expertise. For someone exploring HBOT for the first time, it can be overwhelming. How do you know which provider meets the highest standards? How do you separate marketing claims from scientific reality? How do you make sure the treatment you're getting is safe, effective, and right for your goals? Barrick Boost takes on those questions head-on. They don't run clinics or sell sessions. They serve as a trusted third party, educating people about how HBOT works, what to expect, what the risks are, and how to find providers who are vetted for safety, transparency, and results. Their goal is not just to point you toward a provider, but to make sure you understand your treatment before you begin, so you can walk into that chamber with confidence. Let's break down what makes that approach special. First, clarity. HBOT is a technical field with medical terminology, varying protocols, and multiple chamber types: soft chambers, hard chambers, monoplace units, multiplace units. Barrick Boost translates all of that into plain language. They help people understand why pressure matters, what oxygen concentration is ideal, and how treatment plans are tailored to different conditions or goals. Second, credibility. Because Barrick Boost is independent, they're not pushing one specific clinic or trying to upsell packages. Their reputation is built on being a neutral guide, steering people only toward providers who meet strict quality benchmarks. That credibility is rare in a growing industry where marketing sometimes outpaces science. Third, connection. Even when people know they want HBOT, finding the right place to receive it can be daunting. Barrick Boost connects users to a network of providers who are committed to best practices, patient safety, and transparent pricing. They make that matchmaking process simple, so you can focus on your health instead of doing endless research. It's important to acknowledge that HBOT is powerful, but not magic. While the therapy can produce remarkable results, it also has limitations and requires proper oversight. Treatments need to be customized. Session length, pressure level, and frequency all vary depending on the individual and the reason for therapy. Risks, while generally low under professional supervision, can include ear or sinus discomfort, temporary vision changes, and in rare cases, oxygen toxicity. This is why choosing the right provider isn't just a matter of convenience. It's essential for safety and effectiveness. Barrick Boost understands that. They emphasize education first, so users have a realistic understanding of what HBOT can and cannot do. If someone comes to them with a condition that isn't supported by evidence for HBOT, they're going to be honest about it. If the therapy is appropriate, they'll guide that person toward the most reputable providers available. The ripple effects of their work are significant. By setting a higher standard for HBOT access, they're pushing the entire industry forward. Providers in their network know that being listed means meeting strict requirements. That creates an incentive for clinics to maintain excellent safety records, invest in quality equipment, and follow evidence-based protocols. The result is a healthier, more trustworthy marketplace. From the user's perspective, it means confidence. You're not guessing whether a provider is legitimate. You're not trying to decipher complex technical specs. You have a partner in your corner, one whose only agenda is your well-being. And for those curious about how HBOT might fit into their lives, Barrick Boost's educational approach is empowering. They break down the differences between clinical HBOT and wellness HBOT. They explain why an athlete might use it differently than someone recovering from surgery. They clarify the role of pressure and oxygen purity and how each affects the body. In short, they give people the tools to make informed, intelligent choices. It's easy to see why HBOT has captured the imagination of both the medical world and the wellness community. We live in a time when people are taking greater ownership of their health, looking beyond reactive treatment toward proactive optimization. Therapies like HBOT align perfectly with that shift. It's non-invasive. It works with the body's own healing mechanisms, and it offers measurable benefits in the right context. But innovation without guidance can be risky. That's why Barrick Boost's mission matters so much. They're not just explaining a therapy, they're shaping the standards by which people experience it. They're helping to ensure that as HBOT grows, it does so with integrity, safety, and measurable impact. In a way, Barrick Boost embodies what we look for in businesses we feature here. They're not simply riding a trend, they're elevating it. They're building trust in a space that needs it, empowering consumers to take control of their health journeys, and connecting them with professionals who can deliver real results. When you think about the potential of HBOT, the lives it can improve, the recoveries it can accelerate, the energy and clarity it can restore, it's exciting. When you think about having a trusted partner to help navigate that potential, it's reassuring. That combination, excitement and reassurance, is exactly what Barrick Boost offers. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy may be about breathing pure oxygen, but with Barrick Boost, you also get to breathe easier, knowing you're in the best possible hands.